Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Does anybody say tuning in anymore? That's so like 1970. So you just tune in the TV. You millennials don't know nothing about that. Now, my boyish good looks, I might look like I'm 25, but really I'm 49, 62. I'm an old fart. So I've been on the block of time too. Today, on my quest for the perfect angle grinder, or should I say one that actually works, we compare the Ryobi brushless angle grinder against the Makita brushless angle grinder. We do a chop test to see how many cuts they can do before the battery dies. We do a runtime test, just under no load, just runtime test. What else? Those are the only two I've done so far. And we compare the two at the end to see which one has more bang for your buck. So right off the bat, I can tell you, I've already tested the crap out of the Ryobi. I've had this since October. And this I've had it for a couple weeks now. I really enjoy this Makita. Something interesting happens during the cut test. You'll have to see it when you watch the footage. Don't forget, guys and gals, that this video is in 4K, so if you have the resolution, hit that settings button and bump up the resolution to 4K so you get all the great tooly, detaily goodness. Anyways, let's get down to it. So first here, I'm going to show you a sped up rundown time test. Okay? Let's hit that intro. Alright, so first I'm going to go over the rundown footage. So I'll go ahead and we'll watch that.
We're at 29 minutes. Died 37:43. Makita's dead. Ryobi is still going. All right, so the winner, Ryobi. Let's see how much longer it goes in this
one. Alright, at the end of that clip, the Ryobi ran for 8 minutes longer, so roughly 45 minutes. Let's see, let's go over the stats of the Makita real quick. So this is model XAG04Z as in zebra. It's 4.5 inch or 5 inch wheels. Now this, what I like about this, it has the automatic speed change technology, which this light on the back here, when you start to cut some thick material, instead of cutting off, this light turns green and it switches down to a lower speed, and you can continue working, which is really great feature I like about the Makita. It also has, they call it AFT's automatic feedback sensing, so it doesn't kick off as much as the Ryobi does. This one is 14.5 inches long, weighs 5.6 pounds, and when it's laying down like this, it's 5.5 inches tall. It also, one thing I love about the Ryobi, it has the anti-restart protection. So if you leave it on, so say the switch is in the on position, and you take the battery out, so it's still on, you take the battery, put it back on, it doesn't start up. When in other tools, it would start on and then it could potentially fly away. So that is a great safety feature. The Makita, a lot of safety features, a lot more, a little more advanced, I think, than the Ryobi. Let's see, max RPMs, 8,500 RPMs. The Ryobi, this is model P423. It's 4.35 pounds, so a smidge lighter, but now it's a big battery, it's not. It's 11.5 inches long, so it's a tiny smidge, just a smidge longer. This one, it says it has 10,400 RPMs, which, I don't know, it doesn't matter if the battery cuts out. The height when it's laying down, it's a little bit lower, it's 4.25 inches. There's not a whole lot to say about the Ryobi. It doesn't stop as fast as the Makita. It doesn't have any of the safety protection. I mean, they say cutting out is the protection, but it doesn't state on the website anywhere that it has that auto, what do they say? That it has the AFT, the automatic feedback sensing, like the Makita does. So let's just check the brake on this. So around 6 seconds to stop. Check the brake on the Makita. Oh, that was a little bit longer. About 7 seconds, 8 seconds. We're just having fun here, guys. We're not a lab. We're just having a good time. All right. The last clip was the run test. So now let's go to the cut test. All right, guys. Now, to give this a totally fair test, cut test, I'm going to be running each of the angle grinders, the 6 amp hour battery, just brought outside from the inside. They're nice and warm. Full battery, fresh off the charger. Both going to be using the Diablo metal cutoff metal discs here. And for my medium, we're going to use railroad ties. So we're going to see how many cuts we can get into railroad ties. I have a whole bunch of these. I'm going to chop them up. I know a lot of you think, no, don't waste railroad ties. They're good for blacksmithing. I know. But we're going to chop them up just because consistent across the board. So we're going to see how many cuts we can get with the Makita first, 6 amp hour battery. Alright, let me get my protection on and we'll chop her up. So you can definitely tell that it just died there if the battery's dead. But I think there might be a little tiny bit of juice left. Let's hit it a couple more times. Nothing, no light. Oh, there we go. Oh. All right. Makita is dead after, let's see here, how many cuts? So, to cut the head off, took 2 cuts actually, so we're going to count this one as 2 cuts because I had to redo the cut there. So I actually cut this one twice. So that's cut 2, 3, 4, 5.5 cuts for the Makita. Alright guys, so I'm going to take off this Diablo blade off the Makita and put it on the Ryobi because I don't want to put a fresh blade on the Ryobi and have that do like 20 cuts compared to this one because this blade is dull. I don't want to put a new one on there. So alright, fresh 6 amp hour battery on the Makita, the Ryobi, fresh out of the house.
We will have 2 new guests here at the Demolition Casa. Are you ready for that? You better be, 'cause it's gonna be like a second for you. So let me...
That's it. She's dead. Ryobi. Oh wait, there it goes. It won't start though. Ooh, let me get...
Alright guys, so I don't know what's going on here. The Ryobi is not turning on. Still says it's got 2 bars. I unplugged it. It's warm. Don't tell me I blew it up. I killed it. I'm cutting a railroad spike in half twice. Alright guys and gals, I let the battery cool for over an hour in the snow. That was the issue, it was the battery. So we're still at 2 bars. So after 2.5 cuts, the battery got too hot and conked out and had to cool off for over an hour. That was the issue. I didn't burn out the motor or anything like that. I know what you guys are thinking, oh Al, it's not meant for that. No, bull crap. I'm barely putting any pressure on this thing. And you should be able to make 2 cuts without the battery cutting out. Okay? I was very pro Ryobi, but the rate this is going, I'm kind of turning into an anti-Ryobi here, just because it's not working worth the crap. See, with these HP batteries, when they're fully charged, they have tons of power and they discharge them really, really fast. And now that's halfway down, oh, it's down to 1 blip, the power definitely lags in them. So I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Al, you're putting too much weight on it, you're bogging it down. No, I'm going to pan back out a little bit and show you that I'm just letting the weight of the tool cut through the metal. Okay? I'm not putting any extra force on it, I just have my hand on it.
Alright, I think that's it, guys and gals. Yeah, she's toast. Don't click back on, take the battery out, reset it, nothing. Okay. So I think we got 5.5 cuts. I think it's a tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five and a half, same as the Makita. That's pretty good. See? Here's the Makita's one, almost all the way through. Looks almost, well, Ryobi might have made it through 2/3 and the Makita 1/3. But it's pretty damn close. So both the angle grinders in that test were pretty similar. They both got 5.5 cuts into the railroad spike, except for the Ryobi. The fact that the battery overheated after 2 cuts is surprising to me because I've used this quite a bit, and this is the first time I've ever had this battery overheat. The Makita, no problem, just kept going and going and going and going and going until it was dead. Overall, I prefer the Makita because it has the extra safety features, and it has that the gear change in it. What the heck is that called? The automatic speed change technology, where that low gear kicks in and doesn't cut out as much as the Ryobi does. Let's see here. Yeah, just under 6 cuts for both of them. The railroad spikes are high carbon steel, and granted that cutoff disc was pretty dull, so I just kind of used that as the base medium to test them. On other materials, I'm sure it'd get a lot more than 5.5 cuts, but through the thick high carbon steel railroad spike, that's all it did. Runtime test, like I said, was 37 minutes on this one, 45 minutes on this one. Yeah. If you're looking for angle grinder, I would definitely give this one 1 thumb up. The Ryobi is neutral. So thumb up on the Makita, neutral on the Ryobi. I have used this one a lot more, but it also has a few more problems. There's not as much safety features as the Makita. So for the price point for these bad boys, the Ryobi is right around $99. They still have that kit going where you buy whatever, you can get this for free. The Makita never seems to go on sale. You can get it in the kits now, but the bare tool I think is 140 bucks. So a little bit more, but it's worth it because you can use the 4.5 and 5-inch grinding discs. So make sure you don't chop off your damn fingers. What else? Oh, the grip on the Makita. It's thinner in the middle, so it seems like it's better to cut at multiple angles, where the Ryobi, it has this big L, and it seems like you got a damn brick on the end of it, so I do not like that about the Ryobi. Makita, the neck is longer and skinnier, so it fits comfortably any position you cut, whether you're sanding or you're chopping like this. You can hold it sideways, so you can see it's about the same size through the whole neck of the tool. Where the Ryobi has a very small grip zone, and then you have that huge, heavy battery. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you liked that quick little test I put these 2 angle grinders through. I'm going to try to get a Milwaukee one and do Ryobi against Milwaukee and see how that fares out. If there's any other tools you want me to try to test out, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Don't forget, smash that like button. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Can't believe I'm already up to 187 subscribers. That's great. You know, I started this channel as a joke, just for fun. I didn't think anybody would ever watch it or get this big. The fact that I have thousands and thousands of views on some of my videos is crazy. So thank you very much. Alright everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Until the next time, see ya!